All right, perfect. Great question from Mauer. I wanted to make a video on this because I think it can be very useful for everyone here. He basically has a question about his follow-up email. The only thing is I kind of lack context in terms of it's a follow-up to what? Is it a cold call? Is it someone who asked you to send them an email with more information? Is it a sales call? Is it a cold email? So depending on the scenario, the follow-up is going to be slightly different. But I'm going to answer it in a way just for you guys to understand how to properly follow up with leads. Okay. So let's look at his email because most of you guys have a similar type of email. Okay. Just wanted to follow up and recap on a proposal we sent yesterday. Okay. So again, I'm not too sure proposal by call. Was it a meeting, a Zoom link? There's lots of context, but whatever. It won't cost you anything more than a little bit of your time. Time is worth a lot, especially to these business owners. So for me, at least, me as a business owner, for me to book a 30-minute call with someone is actually a very high commitment. I really need to want the service for me to do that. Otherwise, I will never do that. Okay, so this is not the best thing to write. Here, you're basically telling people, or your niche, which is clinics, we're going to get you 10 Google reviews, scheduling calendar widget, as well as a live chat widget. This sounds cool. It sounds interesting, but having it just in words like this is not that enticing. Okay, what I like to do is I kind of do the same thing, but I send them a Google Doc of a service and case study breakdown. And that I go crazy in depth and I actually show them, in your case, I would show them how this Google review thing would work, how the calendar would work, as well as the chat. Show a conversation between a potential client and the business owner. That is a lot more enticing. It's a lot lower commitment. So instead of asking me to book a call, you're just asking me to watch a video. And if it's a 5-minute video and there's a doc in front of me and it's right there, I might click on it if it's semi-interesting. Okay, so if I was looking to get more reviews and someone sent me a quick video explaining how they would do it, I would watch it probably. Okay, so my doc looks like this. As you can see, company name, service plus case study breakdown. Very simple. There's a 30-minute video of me going over the entire thing. And then here, I basically just go super in-depth on each of the phases that we offer in our program, as well as some case studies, just to validate sort of who we are and that we're not bums, we're not complete randoms, okay? So that's what I would do, okay? If you don't have crazy amounts of case studies, that's fine. Just do a service breakdown, okay? And show them in action how these things would work for their business, because that's what people actually care about. Okay, they want to see, does it actually work? Because it sounds nice, but until I see it in action, it doesn't really mean much to me. Implementing these 3 things can benefit your clinic greatly, but the offer is exclusively available to the first 10 signups. Okay, this is you lying, like straight lying, and everyone knows it, because if these things actually work very well, why would you only offer it to the first 10 people? Okay, it should be just included in your product. Okay, so I would change this to something that's a bit more believable. For example, we had a great chat. Here's a quick video going over, again, how we can get you 10 Google reviews, implement the calendar, as well as a live chat widget. This video breaks down in depth what the full package will look like, as well as some case use results. I do want to warn you that I spoke to a clinic also in the Montreal area, so you named the city, so also in the Montreal area, and they mentioned that they wanted to move forward next Monday. Okay, so if I don't hear back from you, I will have to move forward with that clinic, and I won't be able to take you on board because we are exclusive to a specific area. We cannot onboard 2 clinics in the same area and then run ads for both. We kind of are going to be competing with each other. So I'm only exclusive to 1 clinic per city. Okay, and I'm supposed to sign them next Monday. So if this is something you're interested in, I would need an answer before Monday. So you create an urgency to get them to answer, to not take their sweet time, and you actually have something that's believable, because it makes sense. If you booked a call with them, then they know most likely you're booking calls with other businesses as well, and the excuse actually makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Why would you only offer to the 10 signups? Okay, but if I tell people, I'm like, look, I cannot run ads for 2 clinics who are just side by side. It doesn't make sense. I will be competing against myself. It makes sense. Okay, so change it to something like that. If you're interested, schedule a meeting via the link below. If not, no worries. Wishing you the best. This is good. You don't have to wish them the best. They're only going to get the best if they work with you. So it is impossible to wish them success if they don't work with you. Okay, that's how you should be framing it. So I would remove that and maybe put the call to action like in the. You can put it. I don't really have a call to action in the email. I just say like looking forward to potentially helping you or looking forward to working together, something like that. And my call to action is in the doc here. Okay. But yeah, I hope this was useful. Otherwise, pretty good. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Also, guys, in the future, this is just like some extra sauce for you guys. One thing that really helps me is like, of course, I send the case study doc and everything, but sometimes the timing is just not right. Okay, sometimes people don't have the money. They're in the middle of transitioning or whatever. What's more important for me is to keep these people in my ecosystem. Okay, not necessarily that they buy right away. Like, yes, I would like them to pay right away, but for me, I just value having them around sort of me. Okay, now what do I mean by that? If you scroll here, it's like these little things that I do. Let's say here, my YouTube channel. I explained how we help them build their personal and a company brand. And then there's a link to my YouTube. Now imagine you hopped on a call with me, somehow I said or texted you, and you didn't even know I had a YouTube, or you didn't really like get the time to look over it. And now you're sort of considering working with me, and you're like, okay, I want to know a bit more about this guy. You click here, and then you go on my YouTube. Okay? And then you watch a video, you watch another, and then you know how it is on YouTube, you know? You spend an hour or two watching a bunch of videos from a random person you just met. Okay? Especially if you just spoke with me, and you're considering working with me, you will watch my videos. Okay? And then what happens? You subscribe. Okay, so maybe they don't buy right away, but now look, they're subscribed. So every time they go on YouTube, they'll see my content. So boom, that's already like a new point of contact. I have them in my ecosystem. Now, if I go back in the document, now you see I have an Instagram. So you're like, cool, I want to see like this guy. You see, look, this is a lead. This is a lead live in action, a lead who's looking at this document. Okay, so now look, I go to Instagram, so same thing. I love to follow the people who like entrepreneurs and stuff on Instagram, because you can actually see the behind the scenes of their life. And for me, I found that very interesting, and most people do as well. Go here, somewhat of a decent following, verified founder of Growth Solutions. I help agency owners, 100% free course. Huh, that's pretty cool. So what am I going to do? I'm going to follow, of course, because I'm considering working with this person. I want to see a bit more and continue seeing his content. And then he has a free course. And then if I click on that, free SMMA training. And then from here, it's an opt-in. Okay, I'm not going to click it because you're going to see all my personal information. But it's basically opt-in, name, email, number, all these things. And now they get an hour-long training on how we help agency owners scale. And when they get the opt-in, I get their name, their email, their phone number, all of these things. And of course, I have campaigns that are running for that. Okay, and they follow me. So you guys see, I have so many points of contacts with these leads after, like even though they don't immediately buy, I keep them around me. And I have options for everyone. If you're not on Instagram, perfect, there's my YouTube. Okay, if you don't have those things, you just claim the free training, boom, I have your email. I have your number. Okay, you basically attack them from all areas. Okay, so this is something I would work on the back. Like you don't need these things to make it happen. It's just in the future, like if you don't have these things, you're wasting a bunch of leads. Because imagine this person, you send the email, you don't hear back from them. Like, what are you gonna do after? Spam them like for the rest of their lives? Like they're not interested. Okay, like something is holding them back, and you don't necessarily always know. So just by having them in your ecosystem, you might make a random video, you might make a specific post around their concern, and then get them to convert. The amount of times people will text me on Instagram after I put like a case study video or something, and they'll tell me, Oliver, I'm finally ready to move forward. I will look at their name, and I will genuinely not remember who this person is. And I'll be like, when did I speak to you? And then I'll look on my calendar, I'll match the name, I'll do like a search, and I'll see we spoke in fucking November. And I was like, huh. And boom, they buy on the spot. Because they saw a case study, they were reminded of me or whatever. Okay, so that was kind of like a side note thing for follow-ups and just in general creating your own ecosystem of like potential clients, especially clients that you spoke with. Those are very hot leads. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, for you guys, what I would do for the local space is a Facebook group. Okay, I also have a Facebook group. Okay, so I'm also doing that as well. And there's a bunch of links on my YouTube videos to join a Facebook group, which again gives them my free training, which I get their numbers. You see, it's like a huge sort of self-fulfilling cycle. Everyone, like each platform sort of helps each other scale. But I would create a Facebook group and just redirect all of the leads to that group. And then eventually you can start posting some of your work, your case studies and all these things, and then nurture the lead from there. And then you can cold DM them or make like call to actions on posts and stuff like that, okay? But yeah, I made this video long enough. I hope this was useful, but very useful video on sort of how to properly follow up, okay? And again, everything I said is especially true after meetings, but it's also very true in cold calls. Because again, especially in a cold call, you're a stranger that called me. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't trust you. I am not going to hop on a call with you when I know nothing about you. If someone cold DMs me and like, hey, let's hop on a call, I'll show you I can get you 1 million YouTubers, a million subscribers on YouTube. Like, I don't believe you. I don't know who you are. I don't trust you. I don't want to work with you. And I'm not going to hop on a call. Like, no, thank you. Okay? But if someone sends me a Loom video, hey, Oliver, I reviewed your company or your YouTube channel. Here are some quick tips on how you can scale your channel. I'm probably still not going to be interested, but I'll still take a look probably just for the hell of it, you know, if I'm in a good mood. Which, of course, is a lot better than just getting me to directly book a call with you. Okay, so I hope this was useful. As usual, guys, I will post this here and the main feed. And if you guys have any questions, send me a message. It'll be very good if you guys make the lucid chart going over your follow-up sequence and kind of break down everything and kind of see where you could improve or add things. But yeah, that's going to be all for today's video. Hope it was useful, and